You are among those who have been an incredibly important contributor to our Committee on the Present Danger of China. We have been, from its inception, about 7 years ago, I think now, been trying to raise the alarm about what the Chinese are up to. What, in your estimation, is it most important we do, besides just paying attention, understanding, putting the proverbial dots together as to the threat, that might make a difference in terms of that threat further metastasizing, maybe into a shooting conflict?
Well, Frank, I always come back to we have to start with clarity here, right? These guys, and we're talking the Chinese Communist Party, obviously not the Chinese people. They don't want coexistence. They don't want everybody to get along. They don't want a better life. They want to supplant us as the dominant power on the planet, and everything they do is driven by that. And we continue to bob and weave and dance around and act like that's not the case, and somehow half measures are sufficient. Well, they're not. So everything that you've ever advocated in this regard, why don't we start by cutting off the lifeblood, stop sending money to them, stop building their economy and paying for the construction of aircraft and ships and so forth. And then on a crash basis, we have to be focused on the military response. We are down to a grotesquely inadequate number of aircraft carriers in the U.S. Navy. We don't have enough troops. We don't have enough weapons stock. We are, we're where the U.S. Army was sometime in the 1930s in terms of being prepared to fight World War II. And thank God in advance of Pearl Harbor, some people actually recognized inevitably we're getting into this. And we began to run really fast to ramp up production and build up the size of the military so that we already had a running start when Pearl Harbor occurred. Nothing like that is happening right now. We're continuing to pretend like when and if we have to face this, it is off at some really distant point in the future, and we've got all the time in the world to get around to it.
Sam, the other piece of it, which I know you feel as strongly about as I do, is this idea that as part of this, delusional behavior, we continue to underwrite the enemy.
Absolutely.
To actually finance that military buildup and enable it to be that much more dangerous to all of us. As you enumerate the things that we need to do, clarity is obviously important, but shouldn't that be also top of mind?
Well, 100%. It has to be the starting point. Look, this is, as I've said many times before, this madness would have had us investing in building tank factories in the Soviet Union in 1980 so that it could increase the size of the forces they were going to send through the Fulda Gap. Nobody in their right mind would have pursued such a policy. And yet, functionally, that's where we are right now. We are, in effect, paying to build everything they're going to use to kill us.